1, 2, 3.
There's a little piece of lint over here that I thought was a mosquito.
And
But
what'd
it
you
is
do?
not.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I went, and I said, that doesn't taste like a mosquito.
You know what a mosquito tastes like?
Well, living out in the south, down on the bayou, out in that summer heat, down near Mississippi, New Orleans way. You get a lot of bug in your mouth down the swampland. You sucking down some crawdads. Little don't you know, you got a mosquito on there. Get a little taste of that mosquito. Taste your own blood, someone else's blood.
Well, you've had more than just mosquitoes in your mouth, right?
Oh yeah. Living down New Orleans, New Southern way, boy. You have a lot of things. You eat down, good food down
New
there, boy.
Orleans.
Good
I thought you
food.
said Mississippi.
Well, I've been all around the South, boy. The Bible belt, they call it down there, because I keep the Bible close to my belt. Got that pocket Bible tucked right in my belt. Don't trust my pockets. Pockets get holes. The only holes on a belt is the one you're standing in.
Well, it depends on how old are your pants.
Well, that's a tale as old as time, man. That old man's pants. You want to ask how old one's pants are, boy? You go down to New Orleans, you find a good man with his old pants, boy. He got holes in his pockets, holes in his pants. That's how you know he lived a good life.
So New Orleans pants are good, but Mississippi pants aren't great?
Oh, Mississippi pants. No. You don't want a Mississippi pants. You want New Orleans pants.
What's wrong with Mississippi pants?
Mississippi pants don't got as much soul as New Orleans pants. You go to Mississippi pants, they got holes in them. Those holes don't got stories. Those holes don't got souls. Good old New Orleans way. Them holes in them pockets, they got soulful holes.
Right, because they've been worn and they have experience. Compared to a new pair of pants, which has no holes in it. It has no story. Is that what you're basically getting at?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where's your father from?
Oh, you asked my dad. My dad, good man. He down from New Orleans way. He never. All right, this bit's over now. Welcome. Welcome to episode 55 of the Vibin podcast. Woo.
Yeah, 55.
It's speaking of improv, the last episode was an improv heavy episode. We were improving our improv even, which was the title of the episode. Caesar, you remember it well.
Yeah, I gave birth to you.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was quite the beginning and the ends of that episode are really the hallmarks of it. But at the end we did some Mad Libs, and we left it up to you people, you beautiful people, to decide who won, who had the better Mad Lib. Woo! And some of you replied. I think 2 of you
on YouTube.
Yeah, one of them wasn't me.
One of them wasn't me.
Okay, so it was at least 2 people. That's fine enough. And then I got one real life opinion. And then we had a Reddit poll that had 11 votes last time I saw it before it got taken down. At which point I couldn't see the votes anyways, and it marked them as 0. So I got kind of fucked at every point in turn on Reddit. But I mean, hey, that's what Reddit's for, I guess. So yeah, out of our 3-vote pool, coming in a staggering lead.
Drum roll.
Mouth-watering lead. Couldn't believe it. In the hair of an eye at 2 votes. It was mine. It was Ireland.
Congratulations, Nick. Ireland Mad Lib wins. That's what it was.
Yeah, mine was Ireland. Yours was
Weather Report.
Weather Report. Yeah,
right.
Stand to. Yeah, but after getting some opinions, so the one real life opinion I had, I was like, yeah, Caesar's is a bit better than mine. He should win, but that's not
what the people said.
That's not how it shook out.
No, sirree.
So we're gonna have to have a punishment for you, boy. Down the deep south, the New Orleans way. We had punishments.
Not Mississippi.
No. We had punishments for people who lose challenges, and the punishment for having a worse Mad Lib is blindness. Caesar, for the rest of this episode, you're going to have your sight removed. I have called in the aid of a local witch. I gave her a toad, a drop of my own blood, and a still squawking raven. And she gave me a little curse, a portable curse, and I set it off about 20 minutes ago. So in a couple seconds, you are going to be completely blinded for the duration of this episode.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready for it.
The curse takes the form of this shirt. You got to wrap it around your own head.
I will. Graciously and admirably, I will do it.
Good. I don't want to get those curse juices on my hands. I don't want to. It's like a jalapeno.
It doesn't matter, right? It's on, like this is fine.
Well, I mean,
like, is that fine?
I may put the mic under it so it's not muffled.
Well, no. Here, let me change.
Yeah, I was gonna say just like do it tight around, do like a little around the eye situation. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what Papi Chulo's talking about.
Papi Chulo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you look like a gimp out of what's that movie with the Scientologist man?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. What was it? Was a Tom Cruise movie? It was
Reborn. I don't fucking know.
No, it's not. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. That's a short story and a video game.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know, but it's a show. It's a movie where he goes to a weird sex cult party thing, and his wife has dreams where she's cheating on him, and she loves it. It's a weird movie.
Oh, what else is new?
Yeah, very true. But yeah. So now for the rest of the episode, you're now blind.
I am now blind.
You know, do you want to get into our challenge right now?
I mean, we could if you
We
wanted
could.
to.
I have some
Yeah.
topics. We could.
Yeah, we could talk. Let's
we could wait a
warm
little
into
bit.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
So Caesar, I've been playing a lot of video games lately. Not really,
What else is new?
actually, but yeah. But I love video games. You know, I like talking about them, and I know you like video games.
I do.
I know one of the video games that you like is called Punch Out.
I do like Punch Out.
Punch
yes.
Out's great. Well, Caesar, later this year coming out on Steam, there is a game, the spiritual successor to Punch Out. It is called
Knockout.
No, it's called Thunder Ray.
Thunder Ray.
Yeah, it's a Punch Out like, you know, it's the same behind the boxer style camera. I'm assuming the protagonist is you, Thunder Ray, and it's the same kind of combat. You're going through like this futuristic, cartoony, like techno funk, vibey, cartoony style, you know. And it's like a futuristic. There's like robotic enemies and magic shit, like, you know, classic Punch Out type shenanigans gonna be happening during the fight, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? But you said on Steam.
Yeah,
That doesn't help me too much.
Exactly. Yeah, but. No, so it's coming out, and maybe eventually it'll get ported to other shit. You know, where people hear about it, because it is. You know, there hasn't been a Punch Out game in forever. There's been how many What Punch Out type games are there? Let's think. There's Punch Out on the NES,
And then,
Super Punch Out on the SNES, and then Punch Out on the Wii,
right?
and that's about it. There's I don't think there has been a Punch Out game since Punch Out on the Wii.
There's been other boxing games, but I don't think they're
nothing that's like Punch Out that is that style. The camera behind you, your right punch, you back dodge left, you do your supers. You got to watch out for their dumb mystical fucking what's his name with the tiger and Punch Out.
Oh my god, yeah, fucking Alibaba, whatever his fucking name
teleporting was. And just dumb shenanigans. You know,
there hasn't been. He does his fucking circle loops, and then every time he hits, you got to fucking step back.
Yeah, you got to watch his eyes. And then he does.
And then when he gets all bam, knock him out.
What I liked about Punch Out on the Wii was that you went through the regular story mode, right? And then you unlock the harder mode where you fight them all again, but they're all better. Like Glass Joe, he's got now like a boxing helmet on, so you can't get the headshots on him anymore. And then the King Hippo, he's got I think a manhole cover on his stomach. So you got to do other stuff to make him vulnerable. And they all have their new game plus basically, and they have new harder mechanics. And of course, they probably do more damage and have a bit more health or something. But
right,
yeah.
But at that point, you should be pretty well adjusted with the game, so you could probably get by.
Yeah, you know their moveset, but now you just have to deal with this added thing and just adapt to that now. And exactly, by that point, you should, you know, have at least the base knowledge on how to do that.
Right.
We should play that game on the channel. Punch Out for the Wii. That'd be sick. It's a great game.
I kind of wanted to do the original.
We could definitely do the original.
Yeah, I like it. I played all of them, the SNES
nice.
and the SNES one. I never played the Wii one, but I played the original. And Super Punch Out on the SNES is really fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's super.
Yeah,
it's by default. It's that degree of excellence.
It's a 5-letter word of awesome.
Oh yeah.
You know, because super, it's 5 letters.
I guess. Yeah, I was trying to do something with that or see where else you were going. That was just kind of just straightforward, just more of an observation.
Yeah,
than anything.
That's not a joke. It was
yeah. All right.
Pretty,
yep. 5. Yep.
5 letters.
Yeah, AWES. Yeah, you used a 5-letter word for a 7-letter word. Yep, it happens sometimes.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, you said super because it's super 5 letters for awesome, and awesome's I think 7.
Yeah, it's 5 letters of awesome.
Yeah,
it's super. You know.
Yeah, you use 5-letter word instead of a 7-letter word. Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to. You gave me the ingredients. I'm trying to cook with them. I don't know, man. I'm trying here, but yeah, I'm excited for Thunder Ray coming out. It seems like a very fun game. There was no definitive date on Steam on the Steam page. I think it just said later in 2023, or maybe it said summer, or I don't know. But when it does come out, oh boy, I will definitely be playing it.
It sounds exciting.
Oh yeah, it's a greatest game. When's the last time you played Punch Out?
A while ago, but here's my thing. I think what Nintendo should do, like they should make another Punch Out game because you can use the Joy-Cons, you know, for like that shit. That would be exciting.
Yeah, for the Switch. Yeah. That would be...
And then I don't know if you've heard, but Nintendo apparently is in the works of like coming out and talking about their new console soon.
Oh, yeah, they'll probably talk about it, but that doesn't mean it'll get released until like 2025.
No. But I'm just saying, you know, if it's like, you know, if it's like the Switch but more powerful, then at that point, well, you know, Punch Out game's perfect. But what do I know?
Would they make a better Switch, a better handheld, or would they make a better newer console.
Here's what I'm thinking. Since the OLED Switch is like pretty good handheld as it is, and then obviously it's pretty popular considering the fact that other companies have already made their own PlayStation, the Steam Deck.
Mhm.
So in my mind, I'm thinking this. So with their new console, it'll definitely be a lot more powerful and could probably run some more games. But I think it'd be more focused on console.
Or throw you a curveball. Will it be a new DS?
No.
Now, do you think the Switch has replaced DS?
100%. Because they already closed the eShop stores for the 3DS and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
So here's my thing. I think they'll keep the OLED, and that's
Okay.
their handheld. I think they're going to focus because they haven't made like an actual console thing since like fucking
the Wii
Wii and Wii U and stuff.
And
Because
even
everything
that
after
was-
that was
that
handheld.
that was the start of it. Where here's this pad now. Look at this thing with
Yeah.
and then they just consolidated them into the one.
So
for
they'll
the
probably
Switch.
just have the OLED. That'd be their handheld thing, and then they'll probably make a console thing. They could probably hook up with the Switch,
Mhm.
maybe
Connect them somehow.
Yeah, somehow. So because it'd be kind of hard. I mean, maybe they could probably do it if they, put a lot of time into it. But like, make a super powerful console that's also handheld.
Exactly.
But they already made the OLED, which is like, why,
Well, like so here's the thing. In addition to that, if they're again talking about a new console, it probably will be a newer console,
Yeah.
like a Wii or a GameCube, like console thing.
Which would be sick.
Exactly. But also, like you're saying, the Switch and the OLED, they're pretty. As far as size and design and hardware goes, it's pretty perfect. You don't want it much bigger. You don't want it much smaller because too big, you can't put it in your pocket. It's not easy to store or whatever.
Right.
So I think they are probably working on a bigger console. But I think there is probably going to be another smaller team that is going to continue to work on the Switch and figure out how to further optimize for that size to make out so then that becomes that new handheld because they had the Wii and then the 3DS. This will become the new version of that where the newer Switch will just be a smaller. I mean, it not a smaller, but just like a smaller part of their development team, just working on ways to make it have more battery and just better optimization and power in that package. And then, like you said, they're going to go on to more console focused.
All I want is to play a revamped version of Twilight Princess. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Fair enough.
That'd be amazing.
I want goddamn Mother 64, which was going to be Mother 3 on the N64. But then it didn't get finished development.
Yeah.
Sad. Then I want just ports of all the Mother games. We got Earthbound on the SNES Switch store online thing, and that's I think Mother 1 is on there too. But we need Mother 3.
I know on the SNES on the NES virtual console on the Switch that they have the the demo for Earthbound on there.
All right.
Yeah, I think it was the I think I'm positive it was the earlier version of Earthbound before
I think
it was
they have
on
both
SNES.
of them on there.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All they need is Mother 3, and then it's done. Just repackage those in a $60 bundle. People will buy that.
Possibly.
Now maybe. Well, it's Nintendo, so it would be 60.
Yeah.
For 3. I'm
Could be 70 at that point.
No, I don't think they would. How much was the Mario bundle, the anniversary?
Oh, I don't remember.
Sunshine
I didn't buy it. I should have bought it, but
I should have too. But I thought it was gonna be around fucking forever because
Nope.
I want Mario Sunshine again. That's the only one I really care about.
I'm pretty sure you could probably buy it from some guy online. He's like, I
for
got a code.
$200.
Yeah, hey, how bad you want it?
I was talking about the GameCube version. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but how about you want it?
Yeah, I mean, not that bad.
Exactly. So you don't really want it.
No, but it would be nice to have it. It'd be nice to have it at easier convenience. Because if I had a better PC, I would just be running that Dolphin emulator and just fuck you, Nintendo. I'll get them. I'll do it myself.
Yeah. You could do it on your laptop.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how well.
I have it on I had a Wii emulator on my phone and it worked pretty good for a while.
Oh, what games did you play on it?
Nothing too crazy.
Exactly.
But it was fun.
If I got Dolphin on my laptop and tried to play Xenoblade Chronicles, I don't think that would. I don't think
but
that
that's
would
a
work
Wii though. The hardware on your laptop it could definitely run Wii games. It wouldn't be impossible.
I don't know. Some of them maybe. I don't know. But it depends. It depends on how the game itself is made and the hardware and how well it's optimized and compartmentalized and whatnot.
What else? But let's get to another. What other topic did you want to talk about, Nick?
So I feel like there was another. Oh yeah. So continuing on games, there's another game that came out pretty recently. Caesar, but before, so here I'll say it.
Okay.
Because when I was rehearsing how I wanted to talk about this, I thought it'd be fun to say it this way. Caesar, there's a game that came out recently called Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
Okay.
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. But before I talk about Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, Caesar, I have to ask you, have you ever heard of a game called fucking Jet Set Radio.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
All right.
Maybe.
So Jet Set Radio is a game that came out on, I think it came out on the PS2 and I think maybe the GameCube. And
Okay.
it's a game that's all about style and being cool. That's it's the long and the short and sweet of it. So the gameplay is basically you're skateboarding or roller skating around and you're tagging up buildings and shit. But it's a heavy, like super heavy cartoonized
Oh yeah,
style,
yeah.
and it's like Shibuya Cho and like Japanese and shit. And you're doing six tricks and grinds and shit, and grinding off walls and doing tags and shit, and evading the cops, and fighting them with like kind of like really minimal like spray paint based combat and shit.
Yeah, Super Mega played it, I think, right?
They might have done it, or
I
someone
think
has,
so.
or Oni, or maybe Game Grumps. One of them probably has a while ago. But yeah, it's a very hyper stylized game where you
Yeah,
just do
yeah, yeah.
cool tricks and shit. It's very punky aesthetic, and it's just hyper stylized. The music is a super big aesthetic of it because it's all part of that just like funk, like anti-authority, or just like just that type of vibe, and just
Right,
like
right.
beatboxing and dancing, fucking,
Yeah,
that type
take
of
take another 3 minutes to explain the game. Go
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the games that came out of those were there was Jet Set Radio, I think Jet Set Radio Future, and I think maybe another one on like the PS3 or something, and then fucking nothing. And people love these games, no reboots or ports or really of anything. So this
Nice.
other company, I forget their name, but they decided to make Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which is the spiritual successor. So you do all that shit and way fucking more.
And when does this come out?
It's already out. It's
On
great.
what?
I know it's on Steam. I don't know if it's on what else it's on, but again, like it'll probably come to other consoles as well because it seems people fucking love Jet Set Radio, and Sony or whoever the fuck made it, they haven't delivered. So this is here, and it's everything you'd want and more. It's got the grinding you do, rollerblading, skateboarding, bike riding, all the Tony Hawk esque tricks, grinds, and fucking manuals on your skateboard, and it's got all the tagging
Nice.
mechanics. And it's even better because in Jet Set Radio, you would skate around and shit, and you'd have to collect spray cans to fill up like your ammo, basically, or what you could spray. You'd run out and have to get more, right? And it'd just be like little floating collectibles on the world, right? You just
Mm.
skate them, pick it up, and you have more spray paint. In Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, you have infinite spray paint, but
Oh.
you have a boost, and that has a meter, and that you can fill by either doing cool Tony Hawk style tricks and building up your combo meter, like do the manual and the fucking ollie kickflip onto the grind and do this and this and this, and then I'll fill it up incrementally. Or you have the little orbs and that act like the spray paint in Jet Set Radio, where you right into it and it fills your bar, and you can like boost and to get faster and do further jumps and bigger tricks and shit. And it's got the same hyper cartoony fucking polygonist art style, like hard lines and edges and shit, but all the movements are super fluid and shit because it's that's part of the aesthetic, the dance and the funk of it, feeling loose
Yeah.
and shit. It's a great game.
It sounds like it'd be pretty fun to play.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can show you some footage of it and shit later on.
Yeah, I'll check it out, or we'll
Yeah,
check it out.
It's a
That
great
sounds
game.
pretty
It's
interesting.
fantastic.
But it's only on Steam?
Shit might be. I don't know. Let me look it up right here. Let's look it up. Bomb Rush Cyber Funk. Let's see. This is release for Microsoft Windows and Nintendo Switch.
Hey.
PlayStation, I think it says announced, and Xbox release is planned for September 1st. So it's coming to consoles
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's already on Switch, I guess. So yeah,
Hey.
developed by Team Reptile. Good on Team Reptile. I think they got Hideki Naganuma. He worked on Jet Set Radio as well. So it's of course it has just that good music, and it has a lot of other creators, a lot of music artists. They got them to make tracks for it, and it has all their credits and shit, and even the tags, the spray painting and shit. That was all made by actual artists who are all credited in the game. You can see, oh, this person made this fucking cool ass tag.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, what artists do they have on there musically? Maybe someone do I know?
Fucking no. It's all probably not. It's all like a funk, poppy, like electronic kind of hippity hoppity beats.
Hippity hoppity
Yeah,
beats.
there's this guy.
Those funky, fresh rhymes.
Yeah, there's this guy Too Mellow. You might know him. He's made some video game music, like for I think the Stanley Parable. He made some music for that, and also a Subliminal, that game where you make you use the objects and change like how big they are.
Yeah. I
and use
like that game.
Yeah, he made some of the music for that as well. So
Oh,
he's got some
nice.
tracks on there. Yeah, and then
That's a
other
great
various
game.
artists. Yeah, it is a fantastic game. Yeah, it's fucking great. I might.
Are you gonna get it?
I might. Depending on the price. If it's like $30 or less, I might, because it's a very interesting game.
It's probably not gonna be $30.
I don't think it'll be 60. because it's an indie-ish. It's not like I don't think a big developer's behind it. But I got look. Let me fucking go up and just back up. Let me just go to shopping. Do.
Do you have any points saved up on your Switch account?
I
Probably,
think
right?
so.
Yeah, I got about $6. I'm waiting on it.
Price.
Holding off.
Let's see. Fucking where? Why is there no shopping? There it is. Shopping tag. Jesus Christ. Yeah, $40. All right, cool.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, different prices in other places, but yeah. Yeah, 30. Yeah, okay, not too bad. 40 bucks. All right. Yeah, it seems like a fucking fantastic game. Hyper stylized. Great shit. Good vibes all around. Cool. Got it.
My head is my eyes are starting to feel very heavy.
All right, I feel you're starting to pass out.
No, they just feel heavy because I haven't opened them for like 20 minutes.
Oh, I feel. All right, well, maybe let's get something to liven you up a little bit. Caesar, why don't we get into that challenge?
Why? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Why don't we do it?
I didn't tell you what the challenge was, did I? Oh no, I did tell you.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the challenge for this episode is gonna be. I'm gonna clear out the way a little bit here over our table here. We're going to have the thumb wrestle challenge. All right, we're going to do a best of 5 thumb wrestle challenge, and whoever loses will have a thumb punishment torture for 50 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, 50 minutes isn't too bad. We're on a timer, but yeah. All right, so we're gonna start right here.
So we're doing 5 rounds.
Well, best of 5.
Best of 5.
Whoever wins 3 first.
Right.
First
okay.
to 3.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then I have obviously the handicap because I can't see shit.
Well, maybe that'll enhance your perceptive senses. You'll go like what's it, God mode or full instinct, and you'll be able to sense where my thumb's coming
Ultra
from.
instinct.
Yeah, it's ultra instinct.
God mode. Full instinct.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, are we gonna start now?
Whatever dumb shit they got.
Yeah,
but
whatever
first,
anime.
Speaking about Dragon Ball, did you see the new movie that came out recently or some shit?
With Gohan?
Yeah, what did he do? He turned like he got silver hair.
He went into beast form.
What the fuck?
I think that's
what is this? Why?
Nick, I don't know.
This is stupid.
But it looked cool.
I mean, but Goku's silver. No, he's white when he's an
yeah, he's like
instinct,
white.
Right? But doesn't he also have a silver one?
No.
Or is it just okay? No,
it's just like
it's silver. Okay,
it's just like his hair.
It's like
it's
white.
just kind of like white.
Probably like shadows. I'm remembering like the shading on it. Yeah.
Gohan's is like silver. Vegeta's is purple now.
Because Trunks' hair was purple, and then they just
he's doing the Hakai destruction god power.
Oh
thing.
yeah,
that's why he's got that purple energy.
Too much shit.
Piccolo's orange now with his form.
Yeah, why is he orange?
In the movie, he unlocked his new form.
Is his skin orange or is his aura orange?
Skin orange.
Why?
Because that's like his new form. He's got like cool the cool kind of like Super Saiyan 3 eyes and the skin's orange now.
Is like the colored like bags under it, wherever the fuck is the
a
eyeliner?
little bit.
I saw him get like big and fight Cell, but
yeah, well, he got big and was doing pretty good, and then when Cell,
ripped his arm off,
yeah, that wasn't great, but.
Damn. I saw that fight on Reddit. That's the only reason I know about it. And I was like, wow, that was a pretty sick fight. I'm glad I didn't have to watch 45 minutes of setup to see this cool action sequence.
You only need to watch the fight.
I don't care. And even knowing that it's beast mode and Piccolo's orange, I don't care anymore. Why were there no orange Namekians on Namek? How come Guru wasn't orange? Huh?
I don't fucking know.
Is Piccolo the legendary Namekian? He unlocked Namekian Super Saiyan. He's a Super Namekian. He's orange.
I don't remember. I think it might have something to do with the Dragon Balls, but I don't. I don't remember.
I mean, the Dragon Ball's orange, so it makes sense. And
I guess so.
They are from Namek, so
yeah.
Are they from Namek?
I think so. Well, Shenron, I think is like
he's Namekian.
He's from like Namek. Yeah.
I think GT goes into like all over the galaxy, like the drag world, like the black star balls.
Oh no, Shenron, yeah, that's from GT. I don't remember what that old
that was like all across the planet. Fuck GT. Anyways, let's get into the challenge. Always gotta love a Dragon Ball interlude, but before the challenge.
Dragon Ball interlude.
Yeah. All right, stick that hand out. I'm gonna move your cup. There we go. All right, so you raise a little bit. I think we do like
all right.
Right here. All right, so we're gonna do the 1, 2.
You have really clammy hands.
Yeah, well, I run hot. My body runs hot.
Yeah, you run hot.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we're gonna do the 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war, and then we're gonna start.
Okay.
All right.
Ready? Yeah.
First round. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war, and I'll say a 3 seconds pin.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta don't loosen that grip, fucker. Don't loosen it. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right.
One.
First round's to me.
This is a lot harder when I can't see your thumb.
I'll close my eyes to make it even.
No,
I'll go off sense alone. Hey, do you want to peek for this? Do you want to peek for this one?
No, because that destroys the whole purpose of the
All
blindfold.
right, fair enough. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
I declare thumb war. Oh, yeah, I get bold. All right. Oh, he's going to. You fucking got to. All right. Gotta take a sip of my liquid courage. All right. It's a close battle. Both of our
1-1.
They're 1-1. All right. You ready for round 3?
Sure.
All right.
I'm always ready.
Oh, tighten them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. All right. Yeah. 2, 3. Fuck. God damn it. All right. All right.
And you slip a little bit every time I get you, but I'm like, no.
It's my sweaty hands. It's my technique. My sweaty palm.
Your clammy
technique.
hands. Yeah.
I fight using the way of the sweaty palm. All right.
Ooh, I don't want to know. I don't want to smell that hand though.
All right, round 4.
Round 4. 2-1. 2-1.
You're 1 point away. I gotta tie this up right now.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war.
All right. Let's see. I gotta find a point of attack here. 1. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. God damn it.
I win.
All right. Since I've lost, I will now adorn the punishment sticks.
The punishment.
Here we go.
Now your thumbs will be castrized, and then we will melt them in silver, and we'll frame them on a wall.
This is very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable on my nail.
How bad is it?
I mean, it's not the worst in the world. I'm sure child sex slaves, in Sudan are experiencing much worse.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
At least you can see.
Very true. I can see the pain. I don't have to just feel it.
Yeah.
It's like if I had like a whole hand of these, I'd be like one of those office ladies, like click click clacking on the keyboard now. Yeah, like that one Family Guy bit. All right, I gotta start a timer. This will be fun. Let's start a timer with these on.
15 minutes, yes.
Oh, yeah. And while I start that, we can talk about the next topic I've written down. Caesar, it's crazy how like music you hear in movies and shows like that you like and share, or when you're especially younger and it's like like formative music. It's crazy how you grow up and later in life you're like, oh, I like this band or whatever, and then you figure out they were the ones who wrote that song.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fucking crazy. Do you have any instances like that where like a song from your childhood?
100%.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
So there was a movie that I had seen when I was a kid that I bought a little while later. Well, what?
I was looking for my clock.
Oh, okay. And then it's called I think I might have told you about it before, but it's about that kid who moves to a new high school. And like and the cool thing there about the high school is like everybody's into like MMA fighting and shit.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it an actual movie or an animated movie?
No, it's an action movie.
Okay,
I can't fucking remember what the movie's called. It might be the Last Fighter, the Greatest Fighter. Oh no, what is it? It's
the Last Greatest Fighter.
Yeah, the Last Greatest Fighter, Greatest Last Everest Fighter. No, it's fucking
Oh boy,
what the fuck was this called?
The fighterest kid that ever done was.
No. Maybe a shitty title.
Oh yeah.
Man, I can't remember. I'll show you, but maybe somebody knows if they listen to this. But yeah, but and then the kid, he only knows how to box. So the guy, the top dog of the school, he's just like, hey, there's this new kid. He's cool. He beat up my friend because like there's a scene like he was leaving the football field, this guy, after gym class, and like some guy was getting beat up under the bleachers, so he comes in and beats the shit out of the other guy who's beating this guy, and they're like, hey man, what are you doing? They were like, no, this was like a scheduled fight under the bleachers, and it's like I could kick his ass, I don't need your help, and then he starts punching that guy.
Oh nice.
And then it goes hold this thing, and then the cool guy was watching the whole time, he's like, hey, you can fight, and then like invites him to his $1 million Miami mansion, whatever it is, and then like he's like, yeah, new kid's here. He can fight. So let's fight him. So he's like, he's going to fight him. He's like, no, I'm not trying to fight you, man. And then he starts calling him chicken. And then he gets under his, and then says something about his dad. Because I guess fucking everybody's got the dirt on the new kid, apparently.
All right.
So then he gets mad because he said some shit about his dad. So he tries fighting this guy and he gets the shit beat out of him because he only knows how to box. And this guy's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
So he gets the shit beat out of him. And then and the whole thing throughout the movie, there's the main soundtrack. There was one band that I didn't really know, but there was one band that I really specifically really liked, and they had a song called Above and Below.
All right.
All right, and that was like the main song that they used throughout the movie and
Yeah.
stuff. And I didn't learn till later in life that band who had that song, they had a couple other songs of them too on there, was
Yeah.
the Bravery.
Oh, nice.
You know, I've told you about that band before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's from my favorite album. And then when I heard that song, I'm like,
yeah.
oh, this song kind of sounds familiar. But I didn't connect it until I was looking at movies to buy, and I saw the clips of this movie. I'm like, this is cool. So I bought it, and I was hearing this music. I'm like, this sounds familiar. And then I tied it together, looked at the credits, and like most of the score was like from The Bravery. I was like, whoa,
There you go.
that's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah. One for me is you know the song Ocean at the end of the SpongeBob movie, Ocean Man.
Ween.
Take me, yeah, it's by Ween.
Yeah.
And I learned about Ween by this guy Ryan Haley on the Funhouse channel, and he loves Ween. I listen to some
Yeah.
Ween songs; they're kind of intense. They have a specific audience. You got to like Ween to like their songs. Also, real quick, almost 5-minute update. My thumbs are feeling a little weird. It doesn't hurt, but it's just like weird pressure. So I'm going to switch to another finger at the 5-minute mark.
Okay.
It's making me antsy. I'm sweating a little bit. I don't know if that's
I'm
it's
sweating
hot.
profusely.
Yeah, so it's probably just because it's warm in here. I have the fan pointing toward us, but it's not that great. But
Yeah,
I
no.
got 30 seconds. I'm going to switch.
And I forgot to put on
switch
cologne
these.
today because I was in a rush for other stuff. I
Oh,
put on a
yeah.
lot of deodorant.
Oh, yeah,
but
it
I
should
got
be
no
fine
cologne.
then. Oh, yeah. And also another one is the
I
coconut.
feel naked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are a little bit. Oh, yeah. Another one is the coconut song. Oh, you put the lime in the coconut.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
by Harry Nilsson.
Really?
Who wrote The Point, and he did a cover of that song Everybody's Talking, which was in the Midnight Cowboy. It's crazy. The songs you figure out it is by them.
You know what's another one I just realized? It's not from a movie, but you know, like the animated monkey George.
George of the Jungle.
Is that what it is? About the guy and the monkey?
Oh fuck! Or the guy in the yellow suit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Curious George.
Curious George. Yeah, Jack Johnson upside down. You know,
Upside down. Yeah,
that's from there. So it's like,
you
know, that's another
Christ.
one I could think of.
Oh boy.
How's your
Oh,
thumb?
my thumbs. Oh man,
Is
that
it
felt
bad?
good to take them off. No, it doesn't look bad, but it feels fantastic to have it switch to these other fucking.
This can't be that
fingers.
bad.
It doesn't hurt, but just like after 5 minutes, it was like weird, like pressure, and it was like it was. I feel like I'm sweating less already because it was just like hyper uncomfortable. Just like oh man, I can only imagine what those people who were tortured must have felt like being hung by their thumbs.
Well, they deserved it.
I mean, yeah, sure, they were heretics and rapists and heathens.
Yeah, they had it coming. You
Well,
shouldn't
that's,
feel any sympathy
right on
for
my
them.
bone. I'm gonna move that a little bit.
Ew. Right on the bone. Oh yeah, you're pretty skinny.
Yeah, like it was like right on the joint, and I was like, "Ooh, that was a little nice."
Yeah.
That one's fine. That one can stay there. But yeah, music is fucking great,
Yeah.
especially when you find out, where it's from.
Well, yeah, it connects you a little more to it, you know?
Oh,
It
yeah.
brings you in.
Where it works with your brain and your brain stem and the things that go on with your brain.
I mean, my face is itchy, but I can't get it.
I feel. Speaking of brains, Caesar, have you had any interesting dreams lately?
Dreams. Let me
Dream.
see.
Dream.
I daydream a lot, but I haven't had any
Right.
regular dreams. Nothing that I can think of, at least.
Real quick, have you ever seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
A long time ago.
Okay, that's
George Lopez was the enemy, right?
Yeah. Well, he was the teacher.
Yeah, but he was like the enemy thing at the end, right?
Mr. Electric. Yeah.
My fucking legs asleep.
Ooh, this punishment is worse than I thought it was gonna be. This is it doesn't hurt, but it's just not
A
great.
few more minutes, don't worry.
Yeah, only 8 minutes. That movie is cringe at certain points. That
Oh,
movie is
100%.
very cringe.
But it came out when we were kids, so we're like, whoa.
Yeah, and the
look
3D
good.
and
then she
whatever,
was
and-
hot because she had the pink hair. You're
yeah,
like,
I think that was
whoa.
Carmen from Spy Kids.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I know the kid is David Archuleta, right?
No,
Isn't it David Archuleta?
No, it's a different kid.
Oh, it's some other fucking David.
Shark Boy and The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Come on, where's cast? Fuckers.
No, it's that one guy from fucking
There it is,
Twilight,
cast.
right?
Stupid. Yeah. Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah. And Taylor Dooley. Who the fuck are you? Is that no? That's not. What's her name from Spy
Kids? No, it's somebody else.
Yeah, it
Fair
has
enough.
to be. I'm looking at the Spy Kids cast now. Let's look at the cast of our childhood movies.
Hell yeah. There's a lot of childhood movies like Jurassic Park.
No, it's Alexa Penavega as Carmen.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Well, who the fuck is that?
Oh, she played Carmen in fucking Spy Kids, and Alan Cumming was Professor Floop.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm coming right now. You saw Spy Kids, right?
I saw all of them when I was a kid.
Oh, nice. Which one's your favorite?
Oh God. Uh, Probably the one where they're like dinosaurs. I guess.
What the fuck?
Wasn't that one where
Well,
they're like dealing with dinosaurs and
the
shit?
second one was the Island of Lost Dreams or whatever, and it was like the Chimera monsters or the
Oh
spider
yeah,
monkey, and it
that's
was
the
the
one.
gorilla. Yeah, that one is fantastic because of Steve Buscemi alone. Just
Yeah.
his role, just
I forgot he was in that.
his fucking line, his classic line. I'll put it right here because only he can deliver as powerfully as he can.
Beautiful.
That fucking line. Do you know what this line is?
No, I don't
Oh,
remember.
it's like, do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
Oh yeah.
It's
That-
a powerful fucking line.
I mean, you could argue it a lot. It makes sense. That's why he hasn't shown himself or herself. Who knows what it is? Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta remove that real quick. Okay, but yeah, but it's just a great, especially for a Spy Kid, for Spy Kids 2 to
Yeah.
have that line in it, spoken by Steve Buscemi, one of the greatest actors in the last like fucking 3 to 4 decades. Crazy, influential, one of his best roles of all time, one of the best lines of all time.
It's my favorite movie he was in.
Oh Christ, dude! The way I have this one thing positioned, I can feel my finger going to sleep. I can feel the circulation not there, and I can feel it going to sleep shortly. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. After this episode, I'll fucking be able to fill a glass with all this sweat on my fucking chest.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just wring it out and take a sip of it.
It's disgusting.
How much would it take you to just get really sweaty, super sweaty, and just wring it all out in a giant tall glass and drink it? How much would it take you?
Well, that's a lot of sweat.
Yeah, it is. You got to drink all of it.
But I don't know if I would be able to
Four,
get it in one sitting. You know what I'm saying?
two.
Like I'd
Well,
probably.
you would like run on a treadmill outside in the sun for like 20, 25 minutes.
That wouldn't fill up a whole glass though.
Well, you okay? Hypothetically, you get a hefty amount. You got a hefty glass full of full of sweat for the scenario.
Hypothetically,
Yes.
How much would I?
What's the price point for you to drink a glass of your own sweat?
Oh, I mean it's salty. That's really all that it is.
Yeah,
I would
true.
a whole. How tall?
Beano's from sweat. It's like the glass I have here.
Okay.
It's not filled to the brim, but it's like
Yeah, good amount.
It's
I'd
pretty
do it
solid.
for
A few gulps, like 4 or 5 gulps.
I do it for $500.
$500. Yeah, it's
Should
pretty
I
solid.
honestly? I'd do it for 100. I don't care.
I mean, I would have to have a sip first, and then decide my price point
No,
to see what I'm working with.
You can't do that.
If
'cause
I
that's
can't,
not fair.
if I can't see what I got to work with, then yeah, I'll say 500. It's
That'd be great.
sweat isn't too bad.
I'll do it right now if you give me
Oh god, fuck no! I don't have that kind of cash. You got
$100.
made of money. We're
You
poor.
don't have $100.
I mean, I got none on me.
Yeah, I know. Me either.
You fucking scumbag.
Hey, you piece of shit! I'm just saying. I'm blind. Leave. Why are you picking on the blind man?
Hey, because my fingers is being pinched.
Oh my!
I'm like that guy. It's like that guy. It's like that guy in Futurama. It's like Clamps has got his clamps on me. I'm being clamped by clamps.
Yeah, but you have clothespins on. That's not a fucking big old metal clamp, you know.
I mean, one of them's like,
yeah, it's made of metal, but it's a clothespin.
Yeah,
Hey, you're talking about that fucking guy's like fucking gigantic crab hand. That's like
yeah, clamps. He'll give you the clamps.
Yeah, but that would hurt a lot more than that.
Oh yeah. Do you like Futurama? Do you watch a lot of it?
I've seen all of it before the new
nice.
season. I've
Good
seen
shit.
it. Yeah, it's a great show.
It's a fucking fantastic show. It's one of the best adult animated shows there is.
It was a good time. I remember the marathons they would have for it. They would play like 5 to 10 episodes a day on
great.
Cartoon
Not Cartoon Network.
Comedy Central.
Exactly.
And I'd be like, all right, time to watch it. And that's just how I watched it when I was watching TV back in the day.
All right, Caesar, let's rank them real quick, all right?
Oh, God. What do we do ranking?
So, Futurama, Family Guy, American Dad, Simpsons, Cleveland Show.
All right, well,
is there
Cleveland
another
Show
one?
wow.
In that same caliber. I'm not going to count Robot Chicken because that's a whole other league, you know?
What about...
These same like Seth MacFarlane type shows.
You already said American Dad, right?
Yeah, American Dad, Family Guy, Futurama. Do you want me to write them down real quick?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
well, I mean, that's not going to help because I can't see it anyways.
Well, no, but so I can also have a
okay,
clear
yeah. This is good. I'm down to rank this. I have in my head what it would be good.
So in the Futurama, American Dad, Family Guy, Simpsons, Cleveland Show, King of the Hill. I'll throw that in there.
Sure. Yeah, King of the Hill's great.
Of the Hill.
Rick and Morty?
No, that's closer to the Robot Chicken angle, like more cartoonishly.
Okay.
Is
there any more?
Futurama, American Dad, Family Guy, Simpsons, Cleveland Show, King of the Hill. I don't think so. None I mean,
Okay.
Bob's Burgers is a bit newer, and I think Bob's Burgers isn't as intense as these. In
Yeah,
certain,
but they've done crossover with Bob's Burgers, like Simpsons and Family Guy.
yeah, but it's not in the same vein. I wouldn't,
I think we could still throw that on the list. Rick and Morty, we don't have to throw on the list, but I think Bob's Burgers, we could throw it on there.
Bob's Burgers. All right. So what's your ranking? Start at the top and work your way down.
I want to work down.
Oh.
Yeah, Cleveland show
As the
bottom. Yeah,
Damn.
bottom.
Damn.
Get out of here. You know, it's
What,
not bad.
Racist?
Huh? Yeah, I fucking hate black people.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the fact that the writing isn't as good as the other shows. Let's be honest. Maybe there's some great moments in it. Don't get me wrong. The intro's great, but
it's the intro has to be fantastic.
Yeah,
always. That's a given.
But compared to everything else, no, not Cleveland show dead last. I'm sorry, but
all right.
It has to be.
Yeah, I feel that.
Would you agree?
I mean, with this list, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Next after that, now this is going to be where heads are really going to start going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Because we still have Family Guy, Futurama, American Dad.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers, and then...
Futurama, Simpsons.
Because I'm contemplated on either if it should be American Dad next or Bob's Burgers.
Oh, as the worst from the bottom?
After Cleveland show.
What? American Dad's that low? Wow. All right. Oh, thank God. All right. Oh, Christ. Woo.
Well, because like if you compare it to everything else, Futurama
Real
is
quick,
fucking.
Do you want to take a peek at my fingies? A couple
No,
of
I
these
can't
fingies?
because I'm blind.
Well, just a little.
I can't.
Okay, fine.
Damn it! You take a picture of it.
I'll put it. I'll show them right here real quick. Just a little. There we go. Yeah, nice teeth marks. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah. So next, American Dad or one of the other fuckers, huh?
You know what? Yeah, Bob's Burgers. I think will be next. Yeah.
This is like what you more likely to stick around on if you see it on television.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, Cleveland show, Bob's Burgers. And now that's really hard too, because Family Guy. Are we counting because which one? Older, newer? Because that's
all in general.
Yeah. All right, then. Yeah, definitely for sure.
And also keeping my King of the Hill. That's probably gonna be
King of the Hill. Well, that's
closer.
That's closer to the top. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
King of the Hill's great.
After Bob's Burgers, you want to put American Dad since those are your two you were citing on?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, because American Dad's not bad, but.
I fucking love American Dad. American Dad's great.
No, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but on the scale of everything else that's there, it's fucking hard.
I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Family Guy, I think.
All right.
Probably Family Guy.
I'm also simultaneously working on my list.
And then The Simpsons, I think after that.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, because for me, it's hard because I really like King of the Hill and Futurama because I've seen them all multiple times.
Those are both. I was struggling.
That's the hardest part.
I was struggling which one is at the top, but I have my answer for which one I like more. But it was a tough choice between King of the Hill and Futurama for the top space.
You know what? Yeah, Futurama for me, and then King of the Hill is on top. That's mine. Because that's hard, but it's a close second. I can't pick between.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking hard.
Futurama,
but yeah, those two definitely stand on top.
King of the Hill. All right, and.
Everybody who they listen to this, they're like, these fucking idiots.
All right. So let's go over your answers again real quick. All right. So from the bottom to top, let's see, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your number 7 is like Cleveland show.
Yes.
Worst out of this list, followed up by Bob's Burgers. Followed up by American Dad.
Sure.
Then Family Guy.
Right.
Which I think at least those two should be switched. I think American Dad is better than Family Guy at least. But okay, anyways. And then followed by Simpsons and Futurama. And as the name implies, King of the Hill is the King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
All righty. I have a somewhat similar list.
And I could argue with you about the American Dad and Family Guy. I could argue that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's your list?
So at the bottom, I also have Cleveland show.
Right.
All right.
Because we hate black people.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
Number 6 is Family Guy. All right, right
Fair.
above that.
Oh,
right.
That's harsh. That's fucking harsh.
And then above that is Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
All right, and then Simpsons in the middle at number 4. All right, then American Dad. I like me some American Dad. American Dad ain't fucking bad. Roger, I'll fuck with Roger. I'll fuck with Roger in class all day. I like their name. They're fun. American Dad is more intense, crazy Family Guy. That's why I like it. It's more like just like crazy out of this. It's more cartoony. That's why I personally like it. Then American Dad. Then same Futurama, King of the Hill at the top.
Simple.
You can't. King of the Hill is so fucking great. You just can't go wrong with it.
Bobby.
It's a slice of life like nothing else. It's
good.
It's played so straight and it's so relatable. It's just perfect. There's just enough craziness, especially with the side characters like fucking Dale Gribble, and then Bill wanting to kill himself, and then the
I didn't tell you, man.
There's a mysterious sex god Boomhauer, who used to be a Texas Ranger, I guess, which is fucking nuts.
Look, man, I gotta get me my hands on that meatloaf sandwich.
Wow, I love me a good
King of the
meatloaf
Hill.
sandwich.
I gotta get me on that meatloaf sandwich, dude, from the Red Barn or whatever it was called.
Oh shit, I'll have to look
I
it
gotta
up.
go.
I
I gotta get the.
love me a good meatloaf sandwich any day of the week.
Yeah, but damn, I mean, I could see why you would like American Dad more, but for me, I think Family Guy's. I would watch Family Guy more than American Dad because when it was on TV in like the very beginning of like first 12 seasons, I was watching that shit constantly. I loved watching that shit with my parents. They're like, "Oh, it's the Fat Family. Let's watch it."
And your mom didn't understand. Your dad didn't care, so you could get away with it.
Yeah, so it was funny. He's just like, "Oh, this is funny,"
I remember there was one. When I was. I was living in that house, so that was elementary school. So I was in 4th or 5th grade.
This is my class, right? I don't mean to
Yes,
cut you off.
yeah. So I was in 4th or 5th grade, and at that point, my mom didn't want me watching Family Guy or American Dad or anything else. King of the Hill was probably all right, but I could watch The Simpsons. All right, and there was one episode at one night. Simpsons would always come in on like 8 or some shit. I'd be in bed, and I guess she was watching as well. They'd be watching it. So I was watching it, and she was watching it. And the scene came on where Dr. Herbert, he came on, and they were doing like, I don't know if it was like an episode about AIDS or something, but it was, he was doing a commercial for like getting your vaccine or getting some type of shot for whatever the fuck, and he was dancing with like some like showgirls and like just like can skin type, nothing sexual, but just like showgirl type, like
big old feathers.
Yeah,
and
they were
shit.
doing the can. There was like giant syringes. Maybe they were in syringe costumes in the background. It was like, and she was like, "You can't. I don't want you to watch The Simpsons anymore because there was hot cartoon ladies."
Nick, well, that's a fair point. I mean, I guess, but it's not real. But
Exactly.
We forgot the most important show.
What
about South Park?
So I would put that South Park in
on
league
top.
I would put that in league with Robot Chicken and Rick and Morty, where I don't even consider on this list because it's another league. It's a league of its own. It belongs with.
Yeah.
So now it's due South Park, Robot Chicken, Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's easy. Rick and Morty, Robot Chicken, and South Park.
South Park at the top.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah,
but it's a toss up between South Park and Robot Chicken, because sometimes you're just in a mood and like Robot Chicken just fucking hits, especially if you get the older ones.
I see so much clips of the old Robot Chicken on TikTok. It's amazing.
They're so great.
My favorite scene, or one of my favorite things that I remember from Robot Chicken, is when it's like these two. There's a couple in a restaurant. And then like the waiter comes over and it's like, "Sir, how would you like your burger?" And he's like, "Oh, can I get it this way?" And then he gets upset, or the waiter tells him, "No, we can't do it that way." And then the guy just gets really upset and he like flips the table over and like beats the shit out of his girlfriend.
Nice.
It was just, that's great.
And that's it.
I think so.
Okay. That's probably just like a spousal abuse joke where it's like he beats her because she can't make the right food.
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean, it was pretty good.
It was a product of its time, but yeah.
Because it was so calm and everything.
Yeah.
And he just gets so fucking aggressive, like out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my God, it's great.
Also, like, do you remember the sex robot?
Sex robot.
And then he would just like fuck a vending machine or something. He would hump a car, hump a vending machine because he was a sex robot.
Do you remember the like the Star Wars shit?
I'm gonna call this episode Member Berries.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Member Berries. But you remember the Star Wars shit that they did for Robot Chicken?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Emperor Stormtrooper. Emperor Stormtrooper. Emperor Stormtrooper. Emperor Stormtrooper. Emperor Stormtrooper. Emperor, go fuck yourself. Emperor, go fuck yourself. Emperor, go fuck yourself. You need to get more intense.
And then Emperor, go fuck yourself. Emperor, go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
Oh.
dude, the Star Wars special was so great. That Family Guy Star Wars, I gotta watch
Oh,
that.
Family Guy Star Wars. I still have the box set.
I was gonna say if that's on DVD, I gotta buy that. We
I
should
still
watch
have
that. If we get a Patreon, we should do a thing of it where we can put up a video of us.
Yeah, I'm down to watch
We
it.
could do it on YouTube because we just wouldn't show the Family Guy, but we could put our reaction. You know,
Well, maybe we'd be able to get away with that.
People do that because it would just be our dialogue, us watching it, maybe a face game or whatever, but it would just be us watching it. There would be no Family Guy. Oh, it would just be us, and we would just be reacting, and everyone would have to follow along on their own. But
Oh yeah, fair enough.
that's something, for a Patreon type thing, like Super Mega Rest in Peace, like their Uncle Sleepover type deal, like Red Letter Media. They do, they do commentary tracks with movies they talk about and shit.
I'd be down to do that if we ever get that far as to make a Patreon.
Oh yeah, we're back up to 613. Last time I checked,
It's pretty good.
yeah, we were at 613, then we lost one, then we lost another one, then we gained two more, so we came out even. Everything's coming up Millhouse so far.
I'm surprised we're even have some sort of a following.
Yeah, every time I see the number go up, I'm surprised every single time.
I guess people just like the dumb banner shit we do.
Exactly. But then I think about Game Grumps and Super Mega and fucking anything. They have there's thousands and thousands. I'm sure if we do this long enough, we can reach that audience, we can get something like that. But there are people who enjoy just this type of dumb
banter.
Exactly. Plus I think we make some pretty decent videos. We make some pretty decent videos.
Yeah, the videos are great. And the shorts.
They're getting more consistent views, I'd say. Because when we started, it was like 8, 13, 5.
Yeah.
But now we're getting like 17, 14. Like
the Fallout episodes get like 70 some views.
I saw, like what we're at 30 now, or 30 is going to be uploaded next week. The one that just came out is 29. I was like 27 had like 74 or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck were these people? Where'd they come from?
They like Fallout.
Fallout is Fallout is definitely more popular than Ringo Ishikawa.
Well, yeah, because Ringo, nobody fucking knows a Ringo. Every time I make a short about him, people are like, what's this game?
Exactly,
Nobody knows it. It's a good game, though.
It's a fantastic game, yeah. But that's the case with a lot of indie games. People just don't know them because they're indie games, especially when they're only on Switch or Steam. And, a lot of people don't give stuff like that a passing glance, or, they don't, But yeah, it's a great game. Fallout's doing great. I was going to say, do you want to finish Fallout? Because I think we're kind of close, depending on what you want to do. Or would you want to take a break with that for a little bit and then come back and finish it?
I'd say,
because again, it all depends on what you want to do with it. Because we can just kind of bum rush it and be done in 4 or 5 episodes, or we can take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I want to take my time with it because I think that'd be it's a fun series.
Yeah, but I think we are going to take a break after we beat it before doing DLCs.
Oh no, 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my mind. We'll take a break before the DLCs and then do something else. Because this is probably going to be the longest series we have so far.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's good.
Yeah, I don't know what more there is to do.
Well, we can fill up the map. I got that survivalist perk, so we go explore.
Yeah, I guess.
Explore shit. There's a lot of caves we could go in. That'd be fun.
Check out. Yeah, that could be an episode going through caves,
just exploring.
And shit. Possibly, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what happens with that when we get there. Ringo Ishikawa. Who knows when that's gonna end? That could also be fucking.
Yeah, that just depends.
Quite a few, but I think we're doing pretty good on there. We got a lot of money now. Got some decent skills and shit. We can hold our own in a fight for the most part. We're going to try to not take on too many fights so that we can't, successfully 100% guaranteed.
Not yet, at least. No, Once I get stronger, then
You just got to level up that throw technique. Just got to level up that throw. Once we get into judo and karate, it'll be, oh boy. Oh boy.
The game will change at that point.
Definitely. We're dreaming of getting there. But Caesar, you haven't had any interesting dreams or anything lately, right?
I have not.
No. I had a dream a few nights ago. It was a very weird dream. I was in my room. And there was this weird snake creature on my bed.
Oh.
And in one hand, I think in my left hand, I had. It was a de-stapler. Those little things like little teeth, and you pull out staples with them.
And in your right hand, you had your dick.
I had that in my left hand, and in my right hand, I had a hammer. Right. So, and this snake creature, it was like a video game type creature, but it was a real snake, but it had video game rules where in order to hit it and try to kill it and get it the fuck out of my house, I had to use the staple remover thing, like grab like the top of its head, like a spot on there, and then it would get dazed, at which point I could hit it with the hammer.
Okay.
And it was like a Zelda boss where I had to do this multiple times, right? So I had done it the first. Meanwhile, this is a live snake. It is recoiling, getting ready to snatch out at me, and I'm kind of pulling back just in time, right? So I do it once.
Nice.
I snip it with the thing, and it stuns, and it gets curled up. And I hit it with the fucking hammer. Like, okay, good, that's one down. And then I'm like, and then kind of dream reality. I put quotes in there. Reality sets in at that point, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is a snake. This is a dangerous creature. And I'm kind of moving back and forth. I'm unsure of my movements. I'm getting ready to grab at it with the staple remover in my left hand. And I guess it kind of sees that, and then it lunges out and grabs onto my hand and
Oh
sinks
my
its teeth in. And I
god.
can feel it. And I'm like, fuck, that hurts. So with my other hand, I drop the hammer and just grab it and then squeeze. And then I just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until like green foam comes out of its mouth. And then it slowly loosens its hand, the grip on my hand. And then it dies because I squeezed the fucking life out of it, as it was clenched onto me.
God.
And then in the dream, I'm like, oh fuck, I can feel the poison going into my hand. I could literally feel it in the dream. And then shortly thereafter, I woke up, and I guess I'd been laying on my hand because my left hand was very numb.
Oh, that's probably why you were feeling.
And that made me think, wow, it's crazy how fucking your mind just does shit while you're sleeping and during dreams and shit to make you feel like when you piss your pants, like when you piss in the bed, like when I've done it in the last a few years. I think I've only done it once in the past 3 years, but it was because I was
Piss your pants?
I was standing or piss in the bed because I was standing at a urinal in my dream, and I was like, oh, I'm taking a piss, and then. You take a piss, and we go like, oh fuck.
So you pissed your pants in the past 3 years in bed?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, definitely in the last 3 years.
Really?
I don't remember exactly when, but I remember. Yep, I
Wow.
remember I was standing at a urinal, or it might have been a toilet or something. But I was definitely, I'm gonna take a piss, and it was hard to get the piss out. I was like, I can't. The piss is taking a while to get to my bladder, and then
Then you wake up, you're like, shit, I gotta pee.
Yep. Well, now I'm just some laundry at fucking 3 a.m.
You pissed the whole bed?
Not even the whole bed, but just just where I was laying.
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah,
Oh man, that sucks. That's fucking. Oh, especially at 3 a.m. That must be awful.
And then I read a thing that says if you drink any liquid over 4 ounces, that automatically starts triggering your body's piss response. So before going to bed, I try to be like, okay, just because I'm a thirsty
Small
boy.
sips.
I drink a lot of water throughout the day, anyways. Yeah, just take a if I gotta drink water before going to bed, just small sips, so I don't gotta fucking
Nice.
Or to start wearing a diaper. But I don't
Yeah,
think
you could. Adult diapers, they make them.
Then I can drink all I want before bed. Then I don't have to give a fuck.
Yeah, you could shit and piss yourself and then wake up in the morning and just change your diaper and take a
Yeah.
shower.
Hey, maybe hire someone to do it. Maybe I'll develop a new kink. Who knows? I'll figure something out about myself, maybe.
Yeah, dude, you could be, maybe you're into like dressing up like a baby and then having a hot lady be your caretaker.
Yeah, Meat Canyon just uploaded a video today, I think, just about that. Literally about that, about adult babies who either have like a daddy dom little girl, whatever play, where the girl calls the guy daddy, whatever the fuck, or some people just really like being babies. And there's this fat dude who wears diapers, and he's like, babies drink milk, but I drink coffee, so he's drinking coffee out of his little bottle,
Huh.
Yeah, people fucking do that.
Are you into that? If you're with a girl and would you want her to call you daddy?
I wouldn't want her to. If she wants to call me that, that's fine, but let's.
Do you feel disgusted?
No, but it's just like I'm not going to go so as far as to actually treat you like a 5-year-old in day-to-day life in multiple hours at a time. I'm not going to read you a fucking story, but if for 5 minutes at a time, if you're feeling, whatever, cutesy little, and that's fine. I don't give a fuck. But that's it gets to a point where you are changing diapers. It's like, well, now this is ridiculous.
What about role play in bed? Like if she wanted, like, let's say you're with this girl, yeah, and she wanted you to pretend hypothetically, because you're gay, So, but hypothetically, like if you role play, what if she was into simple stuff like, I'll be a cop and you're arresting me, and then it gets maybe a little.
And I'm actually a child.
Yeah, but later on it gets weird. Be like, I'll pretend to be my dad and slap the shit out of me, and then fuck me. Like that'd be kind of.
Yeah, then I'll be asking. Well, let's before we get into, let's talk about this. Where's this coming from? Where's this? Let me play temporary therapist right now, and
it's just her kink. Like, what if she was just like, oh man, like in bed, like I want you to finger my pussy with a screwdriver, and then when you're done with that, I want you to put it in my ass, and then fuck me from behind and pretend you're unscrewing something.
Well, I'd be like, okay, well, let's go to Home Depot. Let's find one that's not like too sharp. I don't think we want one too long either, because just
the longer the better, the fatter the handle.
I mean, exactly, because you want a nice plug on the end of it so it doesn't get lost in there. But like a screwdriver, that's sharp. That's sharp on the end of it. You get a Phillips, it can get pinched in there. You get a flathead, even still, that's a rough edge. We'd have to get some.
She's into it. What if she
I'm
does?
I'm
That's the
sure
thing.
I'm sure there's attachments for tool fanatics to protect their tools, like a little plastic cap you put on the end of your chisel or the end of your
Yeah.
screwdriver so it
Well,
doesn't get
that's
dusty.
awful though, because if you put it at the end of the screwdriver and you put it in her ass and then you pull it out, what if that shit
Yeah,
gets lodged
so
in there?
you'd have to have a way to completely put it on. You would have to ruin the screwdriver by somehow permanently attaching this plastic adhesive to it,
Or you just round out the edges.
or you get a screwdriver and just shove it in the base end of a dildo and use that. But she's not getting the screwdriver feel of it.
Yeah,
But
that's not the same.
I would just have to say no to that at that point. I just have to say no.
But what
Just
if you were
no.
with her for like 7 years and she's like, let's do something kinky and she wants that?
I'd say, well, I think
What about a sex swing? Would you do a sex swing?
yeah, because it could be a fun project to build up. Because I like building things. I like building things, putting things
It'd be a
together.
fun project.
Yeah, true. And then you wouldn't have to worry about like angles in order to get, if she's too tall
Oh,
or
that'd be
short.
wild.
It's
You're
just right
just
there.
hanging from that shit.
Well,
and she's
I'm not. I'm not.
Well, but what if she wants to switch
I'll
off?
pass.
What if she wants to hang you and then blow you and then you can't stop her
I
because you're
mean,
hanging in the air?
They make handcuffs. Those work just as easily. You can put those.
Oh, you would be down for handcuffs, but not a sex swing?
I don't know. I'd have to. It would have to be one of these 7-year scenarios where I know this chick. I mean, if I'm talking to her for 2.5 months, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, handcuff me, and then fucking because next thing I know, I'm fucking she's still on my credit card and my fucking social security number and birth certificate,
Ugh.
and I have a new credit card number with Chase that's based in the Maldives, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass canceling that. I tell you what, not from experience, but
Of course.
from just thinking about it.
Yeah, kinks are very interesting. People have a lot of interesting kinks. People
Oh, yeah.
like sucking on toes.
People like bathing in shit. People like vomit on their wiener. People like vomit in their orifices. People
yeah,
like
that's a little too much for me.
it's
but
Rule 34, but it applies to real life as well. If there's a thing you can imagine,
it's there.
someone in the world is into it.
Oh boy,
Fucking an airplane. Yep.
I've done it
Fucking in an airplane and fucking an airplane.
I've done
male
both.
and female.
Simultaneously.
There are people on this planet. Yeah. People who have come during this podcast. There might be one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, definitely one of
like
the
that.
freaks who watches our stuff is definitely in some weird
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Do you think anyone has come? Any of our viewers have come while one of our videos has been playing?
Come?
Yeah.
Oh, like we're in
ejaculate-
the
or
background?
Either they're
Oh,
fucking or something.
100%.
In at least one of our videos.
100%
I don't
somebody's
know.
jacking off to one of our videos in the background. Well, not jacking off to the video, but he
But
has
just
the video in the
or
background,
fucking back. See,
and then like he's watching porn on his phone.
see, I don't know, because a lot of our views and view time come from shorts. I don't think people are jacking off with shorts playing in the background. It would have to be a video. And I don't know what self-respecting man or lady is getting a regular amount of poon and is watching our videos simultaneously, or is not at least shutting it off, pausing it, or closing their tabs before engaging in said intercourse.
Right.
But who's to say?
I'm not gonna argue it though. You know,
Yeah,
like hey, if you're watching our shit, fucking getting your groceries or beating your meat, I'm down for it as long as you watch it.
A view is a view, and a like
View
is
is
a
a
like,
view.
a comment is a comment, and a subscribe is a subscribe. Do all those things, and a share is also share. And this grill is a grill.
How far are we?
Fuck, I don't know. We're 64 minutes in, but allow some cutting in between that for setting it up. So yeah, but we're towards the end. So do you have anything else? Oh yeah, I want to talk about movies real quick. John Travolta. John Travolta's a fantastic actor. I don't know about his more recent shit like Gotti and whatever else he might have been in recently.
Mm-hmm.
But so I watched a movie recently, From Paris with Love. That's a 2005 movie. He plays like an action star. He's pretty great in that. Great movie. It's an hour and a half in and out. It's a pretty great, solid action movie. Not fantastic, but you get what you get going into it, and you're not going to complain. From beat to beat, it had me. It's a great movie.
Nice.
Get Shorty, another movie he's in. Fucking fantastic. He plays a character similar to Vincent in Pulp Fiction, which is another great movie. In Get Shorty, he plays like a mobster who goes from the East Coast to LA in order to get some money, but then he gets involved in like movie production and shit, and then it kind of goes from there. Fantastic fuck movie. It's got Danny DeVito in it. Highly recommend it. Pulp Fiction, like I said, Grease, in his younger years, Grease, fantastic.
Classic.
John Travolta, fantastic actor. Do you have any John Travolta memories or recommendations for these fine people?
Not movies, why? Because the only thing I would, the only thing I've really seen him in is Pulp Fiction. I haven't checked out a lot of his other work.
Yeah,
but I have a story of
about the time you met him.
Yeah, no, well, it's not about me who met him, but it's about a comic that I like
All
who
right.
who had a story about John Travolta. That's it's not related to the movies, but it's an interesting story.
Well, if you can tell it to me in 3 minutes or less, I'd love to hear it.
All right, definitely. So Chris DiStefano
Oh, nice.
was doing his first
Chrissy Chaos.
Chrissy Chaos, Chrissy
Chrissy
D,
Pussy Lips. Chrissy Cum Guzzler. Chrissy Puerto Rican Muncher.
Puerto Rican Muncher, exactly.
Chrissy Trainee Uncle. Chrissy I love all the names he gives himself at the beginning of podcasts and shit. And people call him just the dumb.
It's funny.
It's hilarious. It's great. Anyways, Chrissy Chaos.
Yeah, so Chris DiStefano has a story about John Travolta where he was doing his first ever late night spot, and he had a suit on that was really big, and his parents were there.
Chris did.
Chris DiStefano.
I
yes.
remember the story. But
he was very nervous, and then in the green room and stuff, who was on before him was John Travolta for an interview. And then he went back there, and they were getting ready for the next part, and John Travolta notices that he's nervous. And he asked him, what does he do? And he's like, well, I'm a comedian. So he's doing his 5 minutes, and he gave him some good advice. You know, he's just like, you already run over your material like thousands of times. You know it. He's like, got to go out there and do it. And he's like, all right. And he's feeling a little bit better. He's like, I'm going to stand here and watch you do it. So go out there and do it. And he gave him enough confidence to go out and do it. And then when he came back to thank him, he fucking left when the moment he fucking went on stage. He's like, I gotta go.
Yeah, he probably didn't even watch it, but just having that.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
Implanting that in his mind. It's like, oh, fuck, John Travolta is there. He gave me the speech. I have to do it for John Travolta now.
Of course.
And that's a great piece of advice because it's like you and I have probably felt. I know I have felt that, but you know, you come up with this comedy set.
Yeah, John Travolta has come up to me.
No, but you practice comedy set, you think of it, and you're like nervous, you're like, oh fuck, I don't remember fucking up or whatever, but you're thinking about it, you're paranoid or whatever, then you go up and then you're on stage, you're doing it, and the lights are on, you got the microphone, and then you just do it. And then you don't, I know when I do it, I don't feel anything. It's just all kind of, it's all neutral, and I'm just doing it because like John Travolta said to Chris Stefano in that moment, you've practiced it so much, you know it, all these nerves are just that, it's just nerves, then you're just doing it.
Yeah, you just do it.
Exactly.
You can't do anything else.
It's a very weird feeling. There's probably a German word for that feeling. Because, you know, Germans have a word for everything. You know, Schadenfreude and all their other fucking bullshit. Yeah, but it's a very interesting feeling. It doesn't feel good when you're doing it. It just feels you're just doing it. It probably feels good if you're getting laughs, which we don't get most of the time. So I don't know what that feels like. But you know, you're just doing it. And even if you're not getting laughs, as long as you're not taking it super personally and deep, then it doesn't even feel that bad, you know.
No, because it goes by too quick. You don't even, you know.
And you just go into your next thing, and it's like, you know, you don't even have the time to feel shitty about it.
Nope,
you know?
just
unless you have a complete mental breakdown on stage, in which case you might.
Which some people have.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a bad story of one time of when I was in school. My first trumpet recital.
Yeah, your first.
My first trumpet recital. Yes, it was in the theater of the school, and my brothers and my mom went to see it.
All right.
And it's the first time I'd ever done a recital.
Dad was busy.
You know, so
the
place was what?
Not your dad. Dad was busy.
He was at work. You know,
yeah.
Obviously.
This is at 2 p.m.
Yeah, exactly. And so we were there, and then from what because I was in the back, obviously, I was just doing whatever. I was outside, I think, because I wasn't going on until later. So it's like, I'll just go
I thought you meant everyone else inside. They have you outside with like a fucking lav mic on your thing so you could blow into so you can pipe in your specific audio from the speakers.
No.
They didn't want to look at your ugly fucking bowl cut.
Exactly. No, this was like...
You send me a picture of that so I can put that up when I say your ugly bowl cut so people can know what I'm talking about. The sheer
it's pretty bad
audacity of this bowl cut.
Hey man, it's all my male cousins in the family. We've all had bowl cuts. It's just my mom's side things. We all have bowl cuts.
It's not as round as Coconut had from Ned's Declassified, which is a fantastic show.
No, but it's pretty prominent.
But it is definitely a bowl.
100%, dude.
It's not a curvy bowl. It's a straight bowl.
I wonder if I still had that haircut now. That'd be kind of weird.
You probably, if you grew your hair out evenly and then...
if I never got a haircut, I'd have super long hair right now.
Yeah, but you could definitely cut it into a bowl. Just put a bowl and then...
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. No. That's disgusting. But anyways, I was outside of the theater because there's a side door which leads you to the back behind the curtain of the stage.
Was it a group or was it just individuals?
No, it's just individual recitals. And then and so apparently I was outside because like I said, I wasn't going on until later. But apparently what had happened with one girl who was playing violin. Apparently, my brother after the show told me, it's like, yeah, man, there was this girl who was on like maybe 2 spots in, and she was like playing violin. She would play like 2 notes and then stopped and just couldn't play anymore. She was like started freaking out and crying, and she was trying to play, and then apparently it's just so bad because then she just ran off the stage because I was just like. Jesus.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it happens. Those nerves hit and you just freeze
It's
up.
bad. No, my first one was fucking awful.
Oh yeah, especially if you're a child and you're not.
Well, no, I
It's your
wasn't a child. I
first.
was like 18,
Oh,
19.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
this is at college,
Oh, okay. I
And
thought this was
yeah.
like when you're
No,
starting.
no.
Like,
I didn't have
okay.
I had summer recitals in high school, but it wasn't like how this was.
Mm.
Like,
Well, then in college too, because you have a more adult mind. But it's not developed yet. You still have all those hyper anxieties. You can
oh,
focus
it
them
was
more because
bad.
you have somewhat of an adult mindset. Yeah, I bet.
I was sweating profusely, and
Oh
I
yeah.
had in the song that I was playing, I had movement. There was like different movements
I think I
during the
remember you
song.
practicing it. It was just really intense. I remember we went to Redlands or whatever to visit Omar, and you were practicing it, or you did it for a dude there
Oh,
or something.
that was the thing that I did.
That was like
That recital.
that was like to get into a
Yeah,
school
but that
for
was
it.
for
Yeah.
I didn't play that music for my first
Oh,
recital. That was
okay.
for the second one.
Got it. Got
You
it.
know, yeah, that music you heard was pretty hard, but at that point I was kind of getting a little bit better.
Okay,
But the
got
first
it.
recital I had was awful because I was very nervous,
Mhm.
and I was in my tux suit. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this.
It's all tight. You're walking around like a
Yeah,
penguin.
I had a handkerchief in my coat pocket, which was good because dude, I was pouring sweat. I played the first movement, and then I had a little break in between as the piano player was doing her thing, and I was just like and I remember it was so awful because during that first movement, I know I'm fucking up so bad, and so like I'm pouring sweat, it's stinging my eyes, so I pull out my handkerchief,
Oh, you
pull out
hate
my
it. You hate when it
handkerchief,
stings your
and I'm
eyes.
wiping myself off, and I just hear somebody out and just go, Jesus. Because, like, I'm wiping my sweat. It's clear because I'm pouring sweat. And I just hear somebody like, ooh. I was like, yeah, it was bad. Very, very, very bad.
You know, did you ever get that feeling in high school? Like, because you walk in the front gate, right? And some people hang out at the front gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
They hang out, do whatever. That's just their hangout spot, right? That's their designated hangout spot. Everyone had theirs.
Right.
I had mine. I had a few different when I was at different friend groups or whatever. We'd
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
the
table or
dumpster
under
by
there.
the cafeteria. That's where I
Exactly,
hang
by
out.
the choir room sometimes in this one little pod area. But always outside there would always be a group of girls, and if whenever you walk by and they start laughing, and you don't know in your high school mind, are they laughing at something
Me?
they said? Are having a conversation, or are they laughing at me?
And most of the time, it probably was you. Let's be honest.
That's what your high school mind says. Honestly, in reality, it was
They're probably just laughing at some dumb
probably
shit.
like a 70-30, honestly, 100%.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm gonna keep it real, if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, it was probably
Right.
70-30. There's probably a couple times where it was me. I don't know why, but I wouldn't put it past myself to be an embarrassment upon sight, especially during high school.
Well, hey, man, I don't know. I mean, that's when you're really young at that point. You don't know anything. You're just super self-conscious about fucking everything,
Yeah. Oh, Christ. But yeah, this was a fun time. Yeah, that happened to you, probably. Or not mean that exact scenario, but did you ever have that feeling you heard a group of people laughing and you're like, fuck, are they laughing at me?
No, I've done, not when I walk by, but I've embarrassed myself a lot when I walk by groups by like
Yeah.
tripping over and like falling face down on my face, or I would say something to a friend that I thought was funny, and then like they laugh at it, but like I pass by this group, like, what the fuck? I'm just like,
honestly, they're like, hey, yo, Chief, that joke you said, that shit was ass, bro. They
No, but
let you know.
I've had awful moments. I've just embarrassed myself because I would try to be funny a little bit because that was the way I could try to kind of connect with people.
Yeah.
So I would say something that'd be like pretty hard left, and then you would just get like the quiet stares.
Cricket.
I'd be like, well, I'm like, I've got to go, I guess. But yeah, it's either be that, try to be funny and flop, or like I fall and I eat shit, which happened numerous occasions. And I was fat, so that was even worse.
Yeah.
It's not even funny because they just feel bad for you at that point.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he tripped over his own weight. What a poor fat fuck.
Oh, dude, it's awful.
I remember one time I was in a mall and I was on the phone with my mom or some shit. And I was walking up the down escalator because I was just killing time and waiting for my cousin or some shit. It was empty or whatever, and I wasn't bothering anyone or anything. And I was kind of towards the top, and I was like, oh, come on, I'm going to go up. And then I tripped. And ate shit and dropped my phone and I climbed quickly back up to go get it. And I'm pretty sure it was my mom. She's like, what happened? I was like, oh, I dropped my phone. And it's okay. And then I can only imagine, like, fuck, all the people around here who probably just saw me walking up the down escalator like an asshole, and then fall and eat shit like an even bigger asshole. And security people who are going to watch that 50 million times on the cameras.
Yeah, look at this fucking idiot.
But because it was in public, that didn't make me feel as bad because it was like, I don't know any of these people who I have no connection whatsoever. So it made me feel less bad, even though it was in the open public.
No, I hate, that's the thing for me. Like if it's If it's like with my friends and I do something stupid, I still feel pretty bad because like,
Mhm.
self-conscious. But if it's out in public and I do something like that, which has happened numerous times, it affects me way too hard, and I just stay
I
quiet because I'm
feel.
just like, man, this is
But you
just
get over it more quickly than
no,
if it's around?
nope.
Oh, okay.
I still have moments where I think about stuff from like those moments, and I just feel like,
In school, especially, because that's around your peers who are going to see you throughout that time. I can understand, but like out at a bar or like out in adult life public, that's not as
oh,
bad.
oh no,
But
it fucks with me so much when I do stuff like that. Like when we went out and I took that guy's chair, I felt so bad the rest of the night. Because of that one thing I did, I'm just like, fuck, I took this guy's
Yep.
chair. I'm an asshole. And he was trying to be cool about it when I know he was pissed off because the thing he said, no, it's all right. You're younger than me. You can sit down. I can stand up. I'm like, well, fuck, because then at that point you feel like, damn it, I'm an asshole. And you try to give the chair back. And he's like, no, you're cool.
Well, I mean, from an outside perspective, in that case, that guy was also being kind of an asshole because he was being a little bit of a fucking passive aggressive piece. So he's like, "No, it's okay. No, you're younger. No, yeah,
Exactly. That's why, dude, when that moment happened, I wanted to
Yeah.
leave so bad.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because it's like because
this
it
is
just makes you
awful.
feel bad. Because it's like, well, fucking, even though you have no right to feel bad. Because I mean, just the tiniest bit because you took a share, but it should have been resolved. With, oh, you take it. It's like, oh, okay, it's a cool thing. Or you could be like, no, it's okay, it's fine. Just not being kind of a little bit of a dick about it, But yeah.
No, but that happens to me a lot. When that happens, I need to leave. Like I didn't want to say
Burn the
anything. I
place
was just,
down, kill everyone in there. I got to start new.
no, exactly.
Move to Albuquerque, call for a new filter on my, what was it in Breaking Bad? My
I
fucking
don't know.
ultra suck 5,000.
Whatever it fucking
And
is.
then the guy from Jackie Brown comes and gives you a new identity.
I don't remember. But no, but that's just how I am because, when you're younger, like if I acted out or did something wrong, be punished. So
Yeah.
in my mind, even now, it's just hard for me to break that. If I do something bad, it's just all awful, and I need to leave.
Yeah.
And that night specifically, we were all hanging out, so I didn't want to leave. But like in my mind, I'm like, I couldn't handle it. I'm like, I feel it was
Yeah.
bad. It was bad.
I think maybe because I'm an only child, I think I have those same feelings, but I've grown out of them a bit more. I still have them occasionally, but I can more easily get into the mindset of like, well, who gives a fuck? Fuck it. Oh well, moving on, and then just continue without caring too much. But
It's easier, but sometimes it's just
there are some times, it just hits you wrong. And you're like, well, fucking fuck this, fuck me, fuck you, fuck everything. It's all terrible. But what's not terrible is music most of the time.
woo.
Within a margin,
All right, before we get to the music recommendations, I know
Oh,
that I've been always forgetting, and
yeah.
I took a screenshot of the song I was going to say,
Okay.
but I don't remember it.
You fucking. It's been most of the episode. Do you want to take it off for this final one to look? To look at
Yeah,
your
I
thing?
guess so.
All right.
Do
you have your phone on you?
Oh my god.
Oh, the world. Oh, it's like Plato's allegory of the cave. You came out of the cave, and now you can see everything and relay everything back to the people still in there.
My face muscles hurt.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I need a minute.
Okay, yeah, you can have a minute. I'll do my music recommendation in that time.
It feels like I was just fucking reborn.
You just came out of the birth canal. We talked about Harry Nelson a bit earlier, who wrote the coconut song, "Put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up."
Yeah.
My music recommendation is going to be Harry Nelson's debut album in the year of our Lord, 1966, titled "Spotlight on Nelson." Is all good? Is all good?
Yeah, no, I thought I had my notification still for the screenshot, but I wiped it away, so I don't. I can't because then the video's gonna stop if I can't look at it.
Got it.
So I'll send it to you later. I think I remember the name of the song.
All right.
Yeah.
But Harry Nelson, the debut album in 1966, Spotlight on Nelson.
Woo.
Yep, and I'll put in an edit right here. See, you can do this at home. You can just do a real quick video. My recommendation is this, and then just
I'll record myself doing. I'll send that.
Yeah,
over.
I'll put it in right here.
And that's it.
That's
my music recommendation.
What a great song! I'm sure it's a fantastic one. It's a real good ditty. Play it at your father's funeral. Play it at your niece's quinceañera.
You know what I should do next time is screenshot it and send it to you.
Possibly.
That would be a good idea. I don't know. I try to remember, but then I have so much other shit on my mind, and then I just forget.
I have so much other shit on my mind that you come to the podcast with nothing. But else, I get it.
Hey, but I can talk.
True, fair enough. We can banter enough for about an hour's worth of time. But thank you so much for watching.
Woo!
be sure to hit that fucking like button if you like this video. If you like the episode of the podcast, it releases a bunch of confetti. It feels good, when you click it. A little dopamine. Share it with your friends. Leave comment, subscribe, do all those good things. And come back for the next episode.
Do it.
It's always going to be here. Hopefully, ideally.
I hope so. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, this one might come out a little bit later than you're used to. Maybe 1 or 2 people who watch this on a regular basis, but it'll be up. I guarantee it.
More stuff coming.